are new to NBA 2K or want a primer on the basics, make sure you head over to 2KU. You can brush up on shooting, dribbling, blocks, and much more before you head online. For avid players who are ready to jump right in,
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena. And the starting group for the Grizzlies: Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Fred VanVleet out there with Doncic. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Junior. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Doncic, bounce pass. VanVleet against Morant. Here's Junior. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He was analyzing how to match up with Luka Doncic and the task of slowing him down. Coach said Luka is a smart player, well beyond his years. If we give him one look, he'll adjust quickly. So we're going to have to mix what we throw at him all night. They are well aware of the challenge Doncic presents. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Outside Jackson. Out to Morant. Clock at 6. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, Haas. Closer in, Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the table.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, you put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
And the basket by Jackson.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Oubre outside. Passes to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Junior's got his second basket of the night.
And you don't want to trade buckets with this guy. Junior's competitive fire does not go.
Brooks outside. He feeds it to Leonard. Over Oubre. Leonard no luck. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Oubre outside. VanVleet looking around. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Jackson in the corner. Here's Valanciunas. And he drops it in from the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively. Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Pass to Barrett. Now, Junior. Back to Barrett. Fires from deep. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. Brunson against Anderson. Here's Junior. A beautiful reverse layup. Garrett's got 7.
Attacks contact with confidence. Junior knows the shots he's capable of converting.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Floats it up there for Morant. It's stolen by Barrett. And there's the pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Ooh, nice slam by Junior. I see you. It's always a morale booster to dunk. Just something about your hands clutching that rim.
Morant, that's for 2. And the jumper is good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's been a... It's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jaren Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for John Morant. Porzingis is out there with Junior. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Oubre in the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas no good that time either.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Bucks, was a man possessed. He picked up 26 points, and his rebounding and defense were certainly both factors. He brought a ton of energy out there. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Brooks with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Jones against VanVleet. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Good intensity from Junior here. Boxes out to win the rebound and goes right back up for the score.
Jones against VanVleet. Jones dishes to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. To the inside. No good there. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks against Doncic. Jackson has the open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Stolen by Jackson. Outside, Jones. To the paint. And there's Jackson on the assist by Jones. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Garrett. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Garrett's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, with each basket tonight, Junior's confidence has increased. Just playing fantastic in this.
Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's Memphis. holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best.
Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Morant passes to Leonard. Back to Morant. Jackson finds Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Morant. It's rebounded by Dallas. Junior's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Porzingis. And the rejection by Jackson. Garrett, the pass to Van Vliet. The second effort, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And you can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
So both teams making some changes here. Both shots good from the stripe. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Barrett trying to free himself up. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Dallas moving it around. Count that one. Garrett's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Morant finds Brooks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Brooks.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
Down low. Garrett. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jones checked in for the Grizzlies. He throw good, Junior. Here's Morant. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Passes it to Clark. Now here's Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Favors trying to break free, and it's Morant missing.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
It's stolen by Barrett. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. The feed now to Junior. Morant comes with the double team. Curry passes to Garrett. Clark with it. Now defended by Junior. Jones, no luck.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
To the middle. And Junior throws it down.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Morant. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Junior really making a difference here.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system there and now, it just isn't getting it done.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Gasol. Osman comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Curry. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Cantor, he's checked in for Favors. Millsap comes in for Clark. Leonard, he's checked in for Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Jones. Denied by Morant. Here's Brooks. Cantor trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Brooks. Brunson kicks to Garrett. Back to Brunson. Carboni. Brooks covering. Garrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Junior's got 15 points here in the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Leonard looking around. Just 5 on the clock. With the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 9.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Mavericks ahead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Nice.
A different look for Dallas. Junior comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Jalen Brunson. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Brandon Clark in for Brooks. And Junior throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
You've got Fred VanVleet. Junior's out there with Porzingis. Then there's Oubre. And it's Doncic in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
Oubre on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Feeds to Doncic. Dishes it to Junior. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Oubre can't get it to go.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Leonard.
A true go-to option on offense. Leonard knows this team depends on him to take and make those big shots.
And Junior throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. VanVleet against Morant. Outside Leonard. Back to Morant. That one drops for him. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
Van Vliet outside. Inside, here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And Junior just doesn't seem to get rattled in big moments. That's composure at its finest.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 5. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Junior.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. We told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Thank you, David. Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion. Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Doncic right side. Down low, here's Junior. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Clark kicks to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Oubre outside. He feeds it to Garrett. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Clark. Doncic passes to Van Vliet. To the inside. Garrett. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Garrett dishes to Oubre. And here's Doncic from the arc. But they recover it. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Junior. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
And it's Leonard missing. Now, Junior. The long distance three is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Good game last night. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today. Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You have increased gameplay options with the Pro Stick. To talk more about shooting this year, here's Mike Wang with this week's Expert Tips.
Welcome back to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Steve D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. I'm checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Junior's out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You want to put your players in a position to succeed. Case in point, getting Junior the high percentage look.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Mitchell.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Bogdanovich passes to O'Neal. And so it's Garrett with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Mitchell wide open. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Even though Mitchell isn't all that efficient from range, the most impressive thing to me is he believes the shot is going in.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And here is Mitchell. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Clippers.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Offensive rebound for Dallas. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Van Vliet, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. To the paint. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Van Vliet passes to Oubre. Doncic against Mitchell. The 3, and that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Junior. He's got 7.
That's 3 out of 4 now, and you can see his confidence already building.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside Gasol. Passes it to Barrett. The 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Junior the pass to Gasol. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
Brunson against Portis. Stolen by Brunson. To the middle. Here's Junior. Inside. Here's Gasol. And yes, it's good. Gasol's got his second bucket.
Marc Gasol is battling. Even with the defender all over him, he kept his focus.
Now the pass to Bertans. Back to Portis. Pass to Bertans. A 3-pointer off the mark. Mavericks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. In the corner, Barrett with it. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Demaniuk. It's rebounded by Dallas. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell.
Everybody had their reputations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's... Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mitchell against Van Vliet. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Grizzlies, was terrific. He scored 40 points. And the energy he played with was amazing, willing his way to a double-double. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brunson against Conley. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist-to-turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
It's his first trip to the line. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Dallas leading by 10. Van Vliet outside. Now here's Junior. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Mitchell outside. Conley against Brunson. Here's Mitchell. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
Doncic passes to Dallas, and Junior throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. 15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Junior. Van Vliet kicks to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Junior. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
What a play by Junior. Even with the seconds ticking away, he stays cool and gets his shot.
And so it's Dallas holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Mavericks. Junior's out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Pass to Barrett. Portis against Curry. Down low, Garrett. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Junior's got 19 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Portis, the pass to Bertans. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Clarkson up top. Here's Gobert. Kept alive. Goes up again. Bertans kicks to Portis. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Passes it to Junior. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Attacking in the lane. This is where Junior's raw ability and toughness really shine.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And Garrett drops them both. Here's Clarkson. No points in the game yet for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Bertans. Left side, Portis. Shoots over Brunson. Portis can't get it to go.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Brunson the pass to Gasol. And there it is for him. Gasol's got 6 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clarkson passes to Bertans. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ingles in the corner. 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Rejected by Gasol.
The former defensive player of the year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Mitchell against Brunson. .109 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Garrett. Takes the 3. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Bertans kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bertans. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Garrett with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And Junior throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Nwaba in at the 3, the small forward.
There's no stopping Junior right now. He's on an absolute tear and just torching the D.
Pass to Leonard. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And Junior throws it down.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
Here is Conley. Passes to Nwaba. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Stripped it away. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Nwaba. That one goes. Count it.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Oubre subbed in for Cedi Osman. Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for David Nwaba. Bogdanovich looking around. Now, here's Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Junior with it. Takes a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Mitchell outside. He kicks to O'Neal. And here's Gobert. Shoots from 14. Bogdanovich, no luck. Mavericks leading by 22.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
Runs in the pass to Garrett from deep three-point range. Poirier grabs the miss. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Yeah, what up?
Hey, need some help? Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Steve Nash. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today. So let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We have got to do a better job at getting the ball out in transition. We're leaving easy points on the table. Let's get on the baseline and work on filling the lanes better and getting the ball to the middle of the floor.
One more, one more.
Hey, right here.
Keep it going.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Hey, right here.
Watch the screen!
Yo, watch it.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get there! Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Roll it! Yeah, man, who got here? I got your help. No. Hey, see you later, man.
Wang, gameplay director for NBA 2K, and today we'll be going over shooting. First off, if you're a shot button user, you can still shoot jumpers and layups by simply holding the shot button and releasing at the peak of your jump.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, our matchup. You'll see the Atlanta. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was...
Thanks, D.A. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Junior. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Reddish. And it's Capella in at the center. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Porzingis with the block, and he recovers it. Davis finds Capella. Solid defense right there from Junior. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. To the inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Young with the ball. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston. From the high post. Capella, the pass to Young. And it goes down 2 points.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Garrett, and Junior throws it down. Greg, when he gets going, he has been hard to stop, hasn't he? Junior taking home another Player of the Week award.
And not the first time Junior has been unstoppable. He looked in control every time he took the floor. Great effort and a well-deserved award.
And Young kicks to Reddish. That one falls.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now Oubre. Back to Doncic. Inside. Out to Porzingis. Jacks up a three. Second chance shot. And Junior with the layup.
Good intensity from Junior here. Boxes out to win the rebound and goes right back up for the score.
Herter passes to Reddish. Left side, Davis. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Davis missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Junior, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Atlanta on D, trailing by 2. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the pass to Reddish. Here's Herter. It's Young on the wing. Shoots over Brunson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
To the middle, and Davis sends it back. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Garrett. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah. Young against Porzingis. Here's Reddish. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks leading. Porzingis passes to Doncic. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Young against Brunson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Here's Park, covered by Van Vliet. Hunter, the pass to Park. Young looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Garrett, and Junior throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. Pass to Hunter. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Off target from 3-point range. Down low with 4 seconds on the clock. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, this is Junior going into attack mode. Rises up over the D and just throws it down.
Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force, guys, for Dallas. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Will return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, R.J. Barrett is out there with Junior, and it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Jazz, had quite a performance. He had 30 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Young, right side. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Mavericks leading by 5. Curry passes to Garrett. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Junior's got 12 in the game.
Well, you better look out now because Junior's in rhythm and he's going to be and has been a problem.
Young, right side, and it's in there. He's got 12.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me,
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
and how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Davis, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Reddish. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Brunson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Young up top, covered by Oubre. It's deflected, and it's Davis at the elbow. Over Junior. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And both free throws good for Junior. Gray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now. And there seemed to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defense. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, when talking about the pressure Young puts on a defense, I'm not sure the word relentless is strong enough.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And Davis throws it down.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Floats it up for Junior. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Always in pursuit of the basketball. If you throw it up, Junior's looking to throw it down.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shots good from Young.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
To the paint, here's Garrett. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you can only admire the grit that Junior plays with. He's not afraid of a little contact.
Mavericks making a switch here. The Mavericks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Clark passes to Fernando. Young against Doncic. Pass to Fernando. Here's Park. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Garrett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Davis pulls it down. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Good, nice job down low. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
1:31 left to play in the third. Doncic kicks to Garrett. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And with high-level defensive intelligence, Davis times his steals perfectly.
Dallas calls timeout.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
For the Hawks, Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Anthony Davis. Here's Osman. Hunter grabs the miss.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Mavericks leading by 20. Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I love the aggressiveness of Seth Curry right there. Despite that frame, guys, he is not afraid of getting fouled.
The Hawks making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Young passes to Bryant. Back to Young. Porzingis with the block. There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
The Hawks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Curry against Young. For the 3. Here's Bryant. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Thomas Bryant is a problem on the offensive backboards. This guy's big and skilled, and you better box him out.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Curry is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Junior. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Porzingis in at the center filling out the middle. Here's VanVleet. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, if you think about Fred VanVleet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision, and it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Park passes to Herter. Here's Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Porter's checked in for Bryant. Dallas. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Davis. Junior fires from way outside. Dallas, no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Good on the shot.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The pass to Garrett. On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Park passes to Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Junior throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Junior.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Gasol kicks to Brunson. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Herter passes to Park. Outside, Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
He couldn't believe believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Garrett's shot is off. To the middle. And Davis puts it in.
And how about the awareness there from Davis, making sure he was positioned nicely for the catch and shoot.
Down low. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Free throw good, Junior.
Well, this guy's a native of Newark, New Jersey, and he exemplifies, Junior, the grit and grind of his city in how he plays. You talk about hard-nosed, that's Junior.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.